Welcome everyone to the new Fact Friday series. Every Friday I'll be answering questions by you, and I'm going to be taking a look at the scientific literature. I'm going to give a first-hand look as a pro physique competitor and not just take into account the theory, but bridge it into the practical sense as an active online fitness coach. I hope you can take these principles and implement them into your personal fitness routine. To potentially get featured in a future video, all you have to do is ask a question in the comment section below, hashtag pattylifts, and we'll take a look and maybe one of your questions could be chosen for a future video. We'll kick things off with a combined question by Michael Lay asking, best sets and rep scheme and frequency of training for different goals, and Christops Angelitis, I hope I said your name correctly, the best way to program your workouts, the best programming style. Here I'll break things down to optimize muscle hypertrophy. Looking at muscle hypertrophy or muscle size, we know that the three main mechanisms for this is mechanical tension, muscle damage, and metabolic stress, shown here in a 2010 study done by Brad Schoenfeld. With the main driver being mechanical tension, we do want to put a focus on progressive overload and increasing volume over time. To break things down into a little bit more detail, we took a look at a review done by Birdie Tal that reviewed over 80 studies in 2005. To look at the rep scheme, it was found that the best rep scheme for muscle hypertrophy was in between 8 to 15 reps, using a moderate to high load. Now, to find out the load or the intensity to use within this rep scheme, it is important that you do choose a correct weight, and personally, I like to find that intensity using the RPE scale. A guideline by the American College in Sport Performance suggested to increase the weight by 2 to 10% if you're able to get 1 to 2 reps over your targeted rep scheme. This does make sense because if the set was a little bit too easy, then I do suggest increasing weight to ensure that you reach that minimum threshold to induce a stimulus for muscle hypertrophy.
All right guys, we rambled on enough about the science. If you guys want to learn more about that, it's all in the description below. But actually, let's head to the gym and actually connect the theory into a practical sense there. Science aside, we're here connecting the theory to the practical sense here in the gym today. So we're starting off with the compound movement. We're gonna get the most amount of volume and tension this way. We're gonna be starting off with a lower rep scheme, closer to the 8 to 10 range. So with the compound movement, my rest time is also gonna be a little bit longer, but then as we go through everything, we're gonna shorten up the rest time.
I didn't know how much background blur you had. I was kind of hoping I'd just be like...
The next thing we're doing is controlling the intensity. So right now I have 3 plates on chest supported T-bar row, and I only went for 10 reps, but I had a little bit left in the tank, so I still went for 1 to 2 more. So according to the research, I should increase my weight for my next set to stay within my rep range, and I am staying away from failure to ensure that I can still perform in future sets in this workout. So moving on to the next exercise, we're doing the pull down close grip, and we're doing a variation where we're hitting 10 reps with a wider grip, more focusing on the squeezing of the shoulder blades, and then 10 reps directly after with just focusing on the elbow, bringing it in front like this. And this adds up to 20 reps. So I want to emphasize that this is a good guideline. The study shows 8 to 15 reps. We're actually hitting 20 here, and then we're going to be taking a 1-minute rest. So we're switching things up. We started off with more of a 3-minute, 4-minute rest, and we're ending things off here, or moving on to the next exercise with a 1-minute rest and hitting it for 20 reps. So the last exercise we're doing here is the Helms row by Eric Helms. So the purpose of this is that we're gonna keep our chest on the pad to prevent any swinging like on the dumbbell row. Really common to see people jerking it up like that. So that's gonna prevent that cheating movement and keeping tension all on the lats. So another thing to touch on is exercise selection. And you guys notice that I am a fan personally of the chest supported exercises versus like a barbell row or like a pen lay row, because I personally feel like it takes out the cheating and I personally feel it a lot better. So you want to play around with the actual exercise selection, and some of them will have higher EMG activations than others, but you want to see what works better for you. So keep an open mind, try different things out. Just because the research says one thing, something else might be better for you. So with that said, guys, you don't want to overcomplicate the science. You just want to try things out, use it as a good guideline, and then switch things up to see what works better for you personally. So I'm gonna end things off here. Let's go back to the office, complete this video, and yeah.
Other than that, guys, I want to thank you for checking in. Let me know if you like this style of video. I try to do a little bit more research for this one and provide a little bit more value in a different type of way. So let me know if you guys liked it. Comment if you're not part of the team, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Fact Friday episode.